I'm Dr. Jyotsna. I'm a retina surgeon at Agarwal Eye Hospital here in Coles Road. So I'll just talk to you a little bit about the dangers that children will face due to excessive use of computers, especially with the online teaching schedule that's been the norm for the last 1 year. So one of the things that we see very frequently is we have children coming in with a lot of dryness related issues. This was something that before we would see only in computer users and software engineers, but now even small children are coming back to us saying dryness, itching, redness, and that's probably got to do with a lot of use of gadgets. One thing is there is a lot of online schooling, but even beyond that, children are not going in for extracurricular activities, they are not going in for sports. So even their free time they are spending looking at either a mobile phone or an iPad or a tablet. So we are seeing a lot of these issues of late, and one thing that as parents you can do to prevent it is ensure that they do not have prolonged time on gadgets. Ensure that only what is required in terms of online schooling is done, but the rest of the time try to keep them off from the gadgets. Ensure that you follow the 20-20-20 rule. That means every 20 minutes you take a break, for 20 seconds you relax your eye and you look at a distance of 20 feet. So this will help to prevent the digital eye strain in children. Another thing that you can possibly do is reduce the brightness on the monitor, okay, and if you can put a guard or a screen on the monitor to prevent that UV light or the blue light or the bright light from reaching the children's eye. Another thing that you can do is ensure that they do place the monitor at a comfortable level so that they don't have to look up or look down, but it is at the eye level for them to see the screen. Ensure that the diet is healthy, adequate in terms of carrots, oranges, papaya, anything which is red, green and yellow is good for the eye. And if you are non-vegetarian, you can also give them fish. This has also omega-3 fatty acids which improves the tear production. So I think digital schooling is here to stay. We really can't avoid it, but so specifically with regard to the diet that you can follow for your children, remember that for the retina anything which is red, yellow and green is very good. So that would include things like papaya, carrots, spinach. You can give them anything like capsicum also, if you put it in pizza they'll have it. You can also give them a lot of green vegetables which you can to make in the form of maybe parathas, or you have to make it in the soppu and give it to them. Another thing is omega-3 fatty acids is available in fish. So if you can include fish in your diet, it takes care of your vitamin A as well as omega-3 fatty acids. Even flax seeds is a very rich source of omega-3 fatty acids for vegetarians. One way to use that is to ensure you put it in your atta when you're making roti, or maybe even in multigrain bread. It's a little difficult to get healthy food into children, but you will need to be a little innovative in the way you give it to them, and these foods are very healthy for the retina and for the eye in children. So one of the questions that parents often ask us is, how frequently should my child get their eyes checked? So usually once the child is about to start school, one checkup is required at that point, because that is when we will know whether the child really needs glasses or not. So one checkup just when the child is going to enter school, and after that maybe once in 2 years or 3 years you can bring them. But if the child already is wearing spectacles, then we ask you to come in every 6 months to 1 year for a checkup. And more so in the growing age, typically when they are about 10 or 11, children will develop refractive error. So once they are kind of entering into their teens, we would require you to bring them in maybe once in 6 months, once in a year, to ensure that we don't miss a refractive error. If you as parents already are wearing glasses, that doesn't necessarily mean your child will require glasses, but the risk is a little bit more. So if both parents are wearing glasses, then maybe it's advisable to bring the child every 1 year, even if they are not having symptoms. If you see your child is going close to the TV, or he is looking cross-eyed, or he is turning his head and observing, or he is holding it very close to see, then these are symptoms where you should show us immediately. Another one important thing that we have realized is, when you get your child to play in sunlight and they get vitamin D, this is known to retard the progression of myopia. Of late we see many children don't even step outdoors and they're all the time looking at video games or gadgets or something. But getting them to play in the sunshine is very important because vitamin D can retard the progression of short-sightedness. And finally, eyes are the window to the soul. So if you can, maintain your eyesight beautifully, then it also enhances your perception of the world as well as your beauty. So take care of these tips. Stay safe. Thank you.